And bring that one over too. With the, it's called Baked Off. We have to watch the show as it was intended. I would say that we could also try baking while pie someday, but then I remember you can't bake. Mishka carefully cradled everything he'd been oh so politely commanded to grab and made his way back over to the couch. Here, take your stash. Is this allowed? Can I talk about this stuff on Twitch? I feel like I can. Effort. Sasha remained in his slouched position on the couch, glancing up toward his tall friend with a disgruntled look. I'll drop it on the ground. I swear on me, Mum. Why are you talking like that? That's what I was gonna say. Sasha laughed, reaching forward to take the glass bowl and plastic baggie. He set them down on the small coffee table in front of the couch while Mishka sat back down. I'm practicing brushing up on my accent for the show. The popcorn bag was opened and dumped into the actual bowl Mishka brought over. The buttery smell wafted into the small room. Sasha dug his hand into the popcorn and shoveled a handful into his mouth before speaking. Well, keep practicing. You need it. I want to go to Wendy's today. I have gas in my car, and I do have a little bit of money. I want Wendy's. I was thinking about it since like 3 a.m. this morning. Oh, I didn't go to bed till like 7 a.m. That's why I got like 4 hours. 7. Yeah. Anyway. I want Wendy's and I want it bad. I want a spicy chicken sandwich with extra pickles and extra onions. That's what I want. And I know that I can get that after my stream is over. So I'm excited. Well, keep practicing. You need it. With his other hand, he grabbed the remote and aimed at the TV, unmuting the commercial that was playing. Want to race your friends in the house, but Mom says no? Well, now you can with rug racers. Hey. Sasha began to choke on his popcorn, laughing. What is this? I haven't even taken a hit yet. Dork boy? Hi. Hi. Just dropping by. Well, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. I'm currently playing Nightshade, You're the Drug. I don't really remember the premise of the game, but it's kind of like, it's a visual novel, so, and apparently it is explicit, but I turned off the explicit scenes, so, yeah, but there is assassination. I just witnessed assassination. There is murder, but as long as it's nothing like buried stars, I'm okay. I am okay. He could hardly speak through his laughter and coughing fit. Rug racers, just slip them on and slide around. Slide on the carpet, slide on the rug, slide across the room and beat your siblings to the computer. Is this actually happening right now? Me buying rug racers? Absolutely. Sasha couldn't stop cackling as children slid across the carpet with plastic shoes. The commercial, louder now, persisted. Race, race, race away. If you order now, you'll get 2. Yes, 2 free pairs. That's a pair for Mom, a pair for your other mom, and a pair for you. Now you can race your parents. I feel like I'm transcending time and space right now. Quick, pack the bowl and pass it to me. I desperately need it. Sasha did his best to push it into the colorful glass, but couldn't stop shaking with laughter. Okay, I'm trying. Okay. He handed the poorly packed bowl to Mishka. There was no way he'd be able to take a hit himself until he'd calmed down anyway. Slide away from your chores. Slide away from that bully at school. Want to walk your dog? Slide your dog instead. Mishka took the bowl as it was offered and reached for the lighter on the coffee table. Oh, well now we have to buy them. Sasha was almost crying at this point as he shook his head, gasping for breath. Ugh, that gave me abs. If you don't laugh really hard and say, wow, that could have given me abs, then you're doing something wrong. Laughing really hard is a workout. It's an intense workout. After a deep inhale, Mishka passed the bowl over and waved the residual smoke away from his face. Why do those commercials always get like 4 times louder than the actual show? It literally be like that. To make sure you hear it from the other side of your tiny apartment. Sasha poised the lighter to take a hit. Slide away from your chores. Sasha immediately laughed, blowing smoke everywhere. He's gonna choke. That commercial will be living rent-free in my head for days. We're bringing a new group of baked bakers to the shed this season. Welcome to Baked Off. I wish that were me. No one pays me for being high. Right. Wait, yes they do. An accusatory finger was pointed in Sasha's direction and Mishka's brows furrowed incredulously. Yes, Mishka, I get paid to get high on my own supply. Are you kidding? That would be awesome, though. Mishka grinned, sinking back into the comfort of the couch while the new season's bakers started their challenge. Well, wherever they are, it must be legal if there's TV shows about it, so. Are they living in Los Angeles? Are they living in... Massachusetts? Ah. Rachel isn't going to last. Look at her, she's just standing there. Sasha hummed in agreement and popped another piece of popcorn in his mouth. Is Eric adding milk to the bowl, 1 tablespoon at a time? Sasha shook with laughter, sliding gradually down the cushions. Where are you going? You're already sliding and we don't have the rug racers yet. Mishka cackled and took another hit. No, stop. I can't breathe. Oh my god. Just sneeze. PRB. I'm back. I'm not gonna lie, I was tired of sneezing and itchy, so I went ahead and took my allergy medicine that I always forget to take before I start streaming. Because I am an idiot. Now, if only I could find my eye drops, that would fix all of my problems. But I can't. So. No, stop. I can't breathe. Sasha fell to the floor in stitches. Dude, they don't even have their cakes in the oven yet. Leaning over the edge of the couch to get a better look at his fallen friend's face, Mishka grinned before looking back at the screen. Ah, my eye! Oh no, Rachel dropped her tray of biscuits. Wait. Sasha crawled back onto the sofa so he could watch as a patrolling judge clearly had to restrain themselves from helping Rachel pick the biscuits up off the ground. Is she just gonna serve them floor biscuits? Just blow on them, they'll be fine. No, the judges saw it happen. They won't eat them. Eric forgot the egg. Sasha began to lose it when the other contestant opened the oven and cracked a raw egg onto their cake to try and make up for their dire mistake. He couldn't breathe. It's too late. In his laughing fit, Sasha leaned against Mishka, unable to hold himself up anymore. I think Mishka is into Sasha, but I don't think Sasha realizes. Well, I don't know. I don't think Sasha could be in Mishka, but don't look like it. It's very one-sided. Mishka blinked and glanced down at Sasha, then back up to the TV screen just in time to catch the contestant breaking the egg over the cake. Are you kidding? He burst into laughter. What? It's just gonna be a baked egg on top. I'd probably eat it. I'd just give up and use raisins or something to decorate the cakes. Piping looks hard. Yeah, you'd go for the ketchup. That's piping, right? Hey, I think I'm pretty good at ketchup art. Sasha chuckles grew weaker as exhaustion from all the laughing caught up to him. Half asleep at this point, he used Mishka as a pillow while he watched. Aw, cute. Am I comfy? Mishka reached for the popcorn bowl, but sadly it was just out of his reach. The combined high from laughing and smoking had made him feel lightheaded. Yeah, I live here now.
Well...
So, does that mean I get a key? That's funny. Give the poor boy a key. He wants a key. He just wants to be able to visit whenever he wants. His voice was softer now, almost drowned out by the TV show in the background. Mishka slid his arm up and around his friend's shoulder, letting it drape comfortably over him. No, I live here. You don't live here. Sasha's eyes were heavy-lidded as he watched the screen. Oh, right. The judges began to look over the contestants' desserts, taking bites of each and going back and forth over the tastes and techniques. Out of the corner of his eye, Mishka watched Sasha quietly. Sasha blinked slowly. He cleared his throat. I want that. Question mark. Jarred from his subtle observation of his friend, Mishka looked up to the TV and yawned. Oh my god, I need to sit back or I'm gonna break my freaking back. Oh. That's not helpful to anybody. Yeah, this is good. Comfortable, you could say. Only you can make your dreams a reality. Too hard. When Sasha closed his eyes, an immense wave of relief washed over him. He had to fight himself to not pass out right here. As silence fell between them, Mishka felt drowsiness take over him, and despite the volume of the show they were watching, he found himself gradually fading. Sleepily, he turned his head and pressed a chaste kiss against Sasha's temple. Sasha distantly registered the gesture and mumbled sleepily. I'm saving myself for marriage. Go to sleep. That's funny. He couldn't help but smile. Slide away from your chores. A tired smirk eased across Sasha's face. Hushed laughter filled the room. Mishka reached for the remote and with one click turned the TV off. I can one-click something too. See? Work. Do as I tell you. Do as I say. Doesn't want to work. Hey. Rotate. You said you could rotate, so rotate. Rotate. Spin. Twirl. Please. Is it spinning? I don't know if it's spinning, but it's definitely moving. Okay. Had our fun. I just wanted to prove that I had a remote too. So. Shuffling slightly, he managed to recline himself on the couch and pull Sasha in front of him, an arm wrapped loosely around his waist. Oh my god, go to sleep. They would have to find out who won Baked Off tomorrow. Uh-oh, is this headquarters? The soft crackle of wood burning into ash and ember filled the otherwise silent space of the dark lounge. A slender man approached his superior, who was seated in a sleek armchair with an almost bored expression as he looked down at his phone. Sir. Upon hearing the voice, the man lifted his dark-eyed gaze from his phone and stared at the agent standing before him. The dealer we sent out to retrieve the package never made it back. A thin smile spread across the man's lips. Of course. I knew Strex's little rat would get in the way. Oh? Because of the tightened security around the shop, only verified dealers have been able to get through. Fine, we'll use our mole then. Have him get the sample and send it to the warehouse. Do it before Pavel catches wind.
I understand.
I'll be sure to stress the urgency to the others then. No, I have something more important for you to do, Ada. Ada? 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 As the man spoke, he lifted a thin tablet from the side table nearby. The screen illuminated his face and filled once dark eyes with a pale blue light. Ada's gaze, previously fixated near the man's feet, lifted to regard his superior. A jolt of heat ran through him when their eyes met for a split second. Calm down there. I want you to keep an eye on Dima's pet. We can't risk losing time if he wanders too close. Okay. And if he does? Kill him. Ada's voice was quieter now. He took a few daring steps closer, now within arm's reach of his superior. The man gently took Ada's hand in his and met no resistance. Ada's fingers were relaxed and compliant. Because he is in love with you. Oh. Without warning, the man forcefully pulled Ada into his lap.
Then we chain him down.
Oh. His words were so close. His warm breath brushed softly against Ada's neck. Anything for you. Okay, well. That felt a little too not PG for my very PG eyes. PG. I don't care if I'm not 12. I'm gonna say I'm 12 so that people don't do inappropriate things on screen. If I just yell, I'm 12, maybe they'll stop. A long, eerie hallway that housed Sasha's front door did well to hide just what time of day it was. Though it looked the same as the previous night, it was now late afternoon when the two finally emerged from the small studio apartment. They'd managed to sleep most of the day away, no thanks to the lack of natural daylight in the apartment. Sasha shut and locked his front door behind him, glaring at Mishka as he jiggled the handle to double-check its security. Mishka couldn't help but laugh. It's the glaring for me. Listen, at least I didn't break the lock. It's fine. Don't give me that look. Sasha rolled his eyes before pocketing his keys. Would I give this man a key? I don't know. Maybe. I think it'd be funnier to not give him a key. Personally, I think it'd be funnier to just not give him one. More entertainment, but at the same time, I don't want to have a heart attack every time I come home because I think somebody broke in. So, I'd give him a key. After taking a few steps towards the stairs, Sasha's stomach rumbled loudly. Dude, I'm starving. Mishka quickly followed after his friend. Well, that's what we get for waking up this late. Ugh, maybe there's a hot dog place along the way? Funny how you just invite yourself to my job. Hey, it's my day off. I've got nothing better to do. Do you ever? Mishka gasped dramatically and pretended to clutch his pearls as they went down the stairwell and onto the street. Come on, kids. We're not safe here. I still think we should stop for hot dogs. No complaints here, as long as you're paying. The sounds of buses stopping loudly by the curb, distant car horns, the wind tearing between tall buildings, they all washed over him. Sure, it was loud, but every sound reminded Sasha that he was never truly alone out here. It was all so familiar. Depending on how you say that, that could sound really scary. Never truly alone. So, where's this drop anyway? Sasha pulled his phone from his jacket pocket, quickly scrolling through his messages. He wants to meet over at Jukebox, which is at least an hour with public transit. Sasha Sasha typed a quick on my way to Taryn before pocketing his phone. Jukebox? That's at Strexa Tower, yeah? Uh-oh. A hint of unease had crept into Mishka's tone. Yeah, I'm almost never over that way. It feels too expensive. I walked around there once, to look at the shops, and I found some really nice shoes. I thought I'd have to take out a mortgage on those things. I put them down so fast. That's me when I walk into certain dress shops. Dresses are so pretty, but who has the money to pay for that? Feels like they'll charge you for breathing their air, huh? Guess I'll hold my breath. Don't die. Right, so the tower. I hope you don't plan on us walking. Yeah, that's a bit much for me. Moving from the couch to your kitchen is a bit much for you. Same. Okay, well, walking is out of the question. Let's take the train. The train is faster. Let's just take the train. It's faster and cleaner than the bus line. I don't like the subway. You know that. Too bad. It's fast and the bus is smelly. The bus is smelly. You can deal with it, right? So Sasha grinned at his friend in an attempt to persuade him, hands shoved into his pockets as they started down the side street. Come on, I'll make it up to you. I'll buy us some tacos. Wow, you'll get us some tacos, huh? And pay for them and everything? He is so condescending. I love it. An incredulous look was shared between them for a moment before they both started laughing. Hey, I won't stop you if you really want to spoil me. Sasha chuckled, shaking his head. Spoil you? I just want you to take the subway, my dude. Is it working? Are you convinced? Sasha gave the most pathetic attempt at a puppy dog look he could manage. Mishka smiled wryly in response and put a hand on his friend's shoulder, playfully shoving him away. Okay, if you stop doing that, whatever that is, then I'll go. Cool, the Stoke Street entrance is right there, so it all works out. Yeah. The two of them descended underground, their footsteps echoing down the concrete stairway. The hum of the city was soon replaced with the roar of the subway trains, rushing by. So I'm going to assume that these are the people who worked on the game. Like Snow.cosplay and Paimon XX Shadow GG, whatever this says, cryptid something. And potentially Rusty Daggers. Maybe that's why there was Rusty Swings. A man leaned quietly against the nearest wall, loitering next to a bright no littering sign. When he noticed Sasha and Mishka approaching, he pushed off the wall and headed over to them both. Oh, Sasha! The closer the stranger got, the more tense Mishka began to feel. His hand moved towards his pocket, fingers twitching instinctively. Hold your assassination horses, sir. I think I'm going to be fine.
Hey.
Do you know this guy, Sasha? Yeah, he's a regular of mine. Sasha's expression shifted into something a bit more welcoming as he greeted the familiar client, but Mishka's tension didn't subside. Assassin tings. I'm sorry. He kept a watchful eye out, the back of his neck prickling with unease. Hey, you're usually up by Flora. What are you doing out this way? Sasha's body stiffened as the man stepped closer. The man started to scratch the back of his head. I actually came out this way for something, but can't get back now. Haha. Can't get back? Sasha noted the glassiness of the buyer's eyes, though it was difficult to see since he wouldn't stop moving. Here we go. It's my C card. He stopped to look behind him despite no one being there. It expired, and I don't have enough to renew it right now. You should always make sure you have enough money for, like, your needs before you buy your drugs. I feel like that would, help you not get stranded. But that is just my personal take, a hot take maybe. Not really a hot take because it's common sense. Yikes. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. The man simply laughed again and shook his head. Oh no, it's fine, but because of all that, I'm, a little short on cash. So I was wondering if, the man continued to stumble over his words, but it wasn't hard to see where this was going. Yeah, I'm not lending you any money, dude. I can't front you. Oh, he doesn't want money. He wants drugs. It's just for half a gram. I'll pay the money back next week. I'll have the money next week. I'll pay it back. Sasha did his best to cut him off. I can't do IOUs, man. I got bosses to feed.
Come on.
Sasha, let's go. Just this one time, man. Just this one time. I was taking all my income just to get this card, and I only need half a gram of that new stuff you got to last week. You got last week. I only need half a gram of that new stuff you got last week. The man became more agitated and ran a shaky hand through his hair. Wee. Sounds like addiction. I'm sorry, but I can't. Sasha shrugged as he repeated his refusal. Sasha, please, man, this withdrawal is ferocious. You gotta understand. The man attempted a smile, but it flickered and died, a frown swiftly taking its place. He was clearly growing more agitated by the moment. He glanced over his shoulder a second time. Yeah, please, yeah. Are you serious? He said no. Back off. Mishka, ease up. His brows furrowed at his friend's sudden intensity. All right. I don't want any trouble. The man backed up a bit, shaking his head in disappointment before mumbling something incoherent. Before another word was said, an automatic voice over the loudspeaker chimed in. Their train was arriving. Not wanting to escalate the situation further, Sasha bowed out. Sasha bowed out and headed in the opposite direction. Mishka reached into his pocket and pulled out a business card. He held out the piece of paper to the regular with a scowl, letting go once the other man grabbed it. Here, call this number, they'll help you get your card, and stop bothering people. Thanks. What a charmer. Mishka didn't hear this comment, having already turned to follow Sasha toward the turnstiles that separated them from the rest of the subway. Sasha, did I say his name weird just now? Sasha pulled his C-card from his pocket as they approached the turnstile. A green light appeared with a quick chime to signal Sasha's seamless entry. When Mishka offered up his card, however, the machine locked rigid. A small error code popped up on the screen. Mishka tried again. Error. Why is that? Is someone out of funds? No, I literally just loaded this thing. No wonder the other guy got barred. Mishka scanned his C-card again with no success. He scoffed at the persistent error notice. Whatever, this thing is biased. Not wanting to waste time buying a one-way ticket from the kiosk, Mishka simply vaulted over the barrier. That's funny. Absolute anarchy. It's faster than the bus line, my butt. It is when your card works. Y'all fell. My card does work. It's just this stupid... never mind. What platform? Mishka's scowl remained as they started down another flight of stairs towards the many platforms. A large digital map overhead displayed endless options of color-coded routes.
So...
We're headed north, so orange line. Orange line. His response was quick and confident as he steered Mishka toward their platform. Their train was already docked when they approached, but Sasha showed no urgency as he walked toward the open sliding doors. Mishka, on the other hand, kept glancing over his shoulder as they went along, and even more so once they boarded. He guided them both as far from the other occupants as he could, motioning to a spot in the corner for Sasha to sit. I hate this train. One leg crossed the other while he leaned back, his arms wrapped around his middle, like this. Hey, at least it's not too packed this late in the afternoon. I didn't feel like standing during a ride this long. Because no one likes the subway. Or there's suckers who don't get off work for another 2 hours. Mishka grew quiet and turned his attention towards the window, staring through the glass with his jaw clenched. Sasha pulled his phone out of his pocket and shifted around to get comfortable. Since no one else was near, he was able to swing his legs up onto the empty seats. Ugh, damn, we forgot the tacos. Get the tacos later.